Hello, this is your Mystic Messenger with an inspirational message for you today. It's a beautiful day here at Mount Shasta. Now that you're seeing how corrupt the system that we're living in is, you're probably wondering what you can do to bring about change. I have created a series of videos to provide some suggestions. This is part 3. Please check out parts 1 and 2 if you haven't already. Hi, I'm Dr. Christina, author of Evolving Consciousness. So, with the recent release of information regarding the horrific actions perpetrated by those running the system, this is confirming what some of us have known for a very long time, that the entire system is corrupt and morally bankrupt. The good news is the release of this information is serving to wake more of the population out of their cognitive dissonance, which will likely lead to some well-needed changes. In this video, I will explain how we are psychologically hooked into the system. It is advantageous to examine why we continue participating in these dysfunctional systems for thousands of years, so that we do not repeat the same mistakes over and over again. One reason is that our system resembles the dynamics from our childhood, which keep us psychologically hooked into them. Something important to understand is that we are not logical and rational creatures. Science has shown us that anywhere between 80 and 99% of our brain activity is subconscious. Therefore, the subconscious mind holds more power and will usually override conscious thought. And because most of our brain activity is subconscious, it influences most of the decisions we make, and the foundation of this subconscious mind is created in our early childhood. Here is one of the main hooks. During our formative years, because none of us had perfect parents, they acted in self-serving ways to some extent or another, and our childhood wishes of being taken care of were never fulfilled. Therefore, on a subconscious level, most people desire to be taken care of or told what to do, whether they realize it or not. We then project these unmet needs onto figures of authority, and they become our parental substitutes. This is why we keep voting and continuing working at conventional jobs at narcissistic companies, for example, hoping that the subconscious need will finally be met. However, if we allow others to take care of us, we essentially give our power away, because this sets us up to being taken advantage of, mistreated, exploited, and controlled. When we psychologically grow up, which means taking responsibility over our lives, letting go of this childlike desire to be led, told what to do, or have someone take care of us, and become sovereign and empowered, we can start to see this dysfunctional dynamics. Our childhood dynamics also contribute to our cognitive dissonance, which continues supporting this dysfunctional system. Unfortunately, many minimize and even deny the wrongdoings of those at the top of the hierarchy, because if we were to see the reality that these individuals do not have our best interest in mind and are potentially harming us, we would then have to explore all the pain and suffering we felt as children, which is usually too much for most people to psychologically handle. However, if most of us agree that most politicians and head of corporations are narcissistic and corrupt, why are we trusting any of them? We need to emotionally grow up and face the reality that no one is looking out for our best interest, and begin taking matters into our own hands and stop participating in these dysfunctional systems. Here are some questions to consider. If we are in fact self-reliant, empowered, and sovereign beings, why do we even need to be governed? And at work, why do we even need bosses or managers? Shouldn't we have collaborative communities and work environments? Something to ponder. If you're interested in learning more, please make sure to like and follow me, and check out my other videos and my book, Evolving Consciousness, for more information. Sending you lots of love and light from the heart of Mount Shasta.